Imagine a world where gods walk among mortals, where life and death are mere illusions, and the secrets of the universe are within reach. This was the world of Empedocles, a man who claimed to be a god. He could heal the sick, control the elements, and even cheat death. But his ultimate fate was a dramatic plunge into the fiery depths of a volcano, or so he would have us believe. Was he a divine god who could divert rivers and cure plagues? Was he an immortal, or was he a charlatan? There is far more than meets the eye with this ancient titan of Greek philosophy. In the heart of ancient Greece, a figure emerged, a philosopher-poet, a mystic and a healer. His name was Empedocles, a man of many roles. He was revered as a materialist physicist, a shamanic magician, a mystical theologian, a healer, a democratic politician, and a living god. Diogenes asserts that Empedocles was a man of a particular character. Moreover, from his abundant means he bestowed dowries upon many of the maidens of the city who had no dowry. No doubt it was the same means that enabled him to don a purple robe and over it a golden girdle, as Favorinus relates in his Memorabilia, and again slippers of bronze and a Delphic laurel wreath. He had thick hair and a train of boy attendants. He himself was always grave and kept this gravity of demeanour unshaken. In such sort would he appear in public. When the citizens met him, they recognised in this demeanour the stamp, as it were, of royalty. Born in the Sicilian city of Agrigento around 490 BCE, Empedocles was a man of extraordinary intellect and charisma. He was revered by his people as a god, a belief he seemed to encourage. As Diogenes Laertius recounts, legends circulated about Empedocles' miraculous powers, such as healing the sick and controlling the elements. Empedocles' philosophy sought to rescue the phenomenal world from the static monism of Parmenides. He envisioned a cosmic cycle of eternal change, growth and decay, governed by two personified forces: love, the god Eros, and strife, the goddess Eris. This would continue to be a fundamental building block for Western esotericism for millennia. At the heart of Empedocles' cosmology lies the theory of the four elements: earth, water, air, and fire. These elements, he argued, are eternal and indestructible, constantly interacting and transforming. As he wrote in his work on nature, these four roots of all things ever are and ever shall be: fiery Zeus, life-giving water, earth and boundless ether. The elements are the crowning achievement of Empedocles, immortalizing him and positioning him as one of the founding fathers of Western esoteric thought. Empedocles, a follower of Pythagoras, believed in the transmigration of souls and was a strict vegetarian. He recounts in the following fragment, B 128, "They did not have Ares as god or Kidoimos, nor King Zeus, nor Kronos, nor Poseidon, but Queen Kypris love. Her they propitiated with holy images and painted animal figures, with perfumes of subtle fragrance and offerings of distilled myrrh and sweet-smelling frankincense, and pouring on the earth libations of golden honey. Their altar was not drenched by the unspeakable slaughter of bulls, but this was the greatest defilement among men, to bereave of life and eat noble limbs. He claimed to be a divine being, banished from the immortals for the sin of meat-eating and forced to endure a purifying journey through multiple reincarnations." Empedocles' theory of the four elements and the forces of love and strife laid the foundation for Western esotericism and influenced alchemists, astrologers and magicians for centuries. His ideas also had a profound impact on the development of science, particularly the concept of fundamental particles and forces. His words in Fragment 71 recount, "But if thy assurance of these things was in any way deficient as to how, out of water and earth and air and fire mingled together, arose the forms and colours of all those mortal things that had been fitted together by Aphrodite, and so are now come into being." Empedocles unfortunately met a dramatic end, or so he would like us to believe. According to Diogenes Laertius and other ancient sources, he threw himself into the crater of Mount Etna, believing that this would prove his divinity. Some say his sandals were later found, a testament to his miraculous powers. But other biographers report this being a stunt, positioning Empedocles as a fraud. Whether myth or reality, Empedocles' legacy endures. His ideas continue to inspire and intrigue, reminding us of the enduring power of human thought and the mysteries of the universe. We leave you with the following words of the great Empedocles. There is an oracle of necessity, an ancient ordinance of the gods, eternal and sealed fast by broad oaths, that whenever one of the demons, whose portion is length of days, has sinfully polluted his hands with blood, or followed strife and forsworn himself, he must wander thrice 10,000 seasons from the abodes of the blessed, being born throughout the time in all manners of mortal forms, changing one toilsome path of life for another, for the mighty air drives him into the sea, and the sea spews him forth on the dry earth. Earth tosses him into the beams of the blazing sun, and he flings him back to the eddies of air. One takes him from the other, and all reject him. One of these I now am, an exile and a wanderer from the gods. For that I put my trust in insensate strife. Empedocles was in truth a man of legend, both in life and now in death. He leaves behind a profound legacy that will continue to impact all those who come after him. If you have enjoyed our exploration of this occult personality, subscribe and comment. Hit the notification bell to be notified when we tackle the next titan of occult history. And as always, stay curious, seekers of the arcane and the mystic.